Hey, what's up, everybody? Podcast time.
Yo.
I'm riding solo today for the first few minutes. I don't know where Maddie is, and so,
This camera's on me, so I can talk to you at least
what's up?
until Mom gets in here.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm
Good
good.
to see you, man. All right. It's after Father's Day. Father's Day is always a weird day. In last week, Caleb and I did a podcast where we kind of talked about parenting, but Father's Day is a weird day because, I told the stat, but like it is the 18th most celebrated holiday, and it's like behind all sorts of crazy, strange days.
Armistice Day.
Yeah, Armistice Day. Like, what is that? I don't even know what Armistice Day is.
November
Like armadillos.
November 11th, right? That's like the day that World War I ended, so they called it Armistice Day. Armistice Day. There we go.
Yeah, and so Father's Day is a weird day because many times fathers aren't great, and they haven't been great to kids, and they have created maybe some warped sense of what a father should be in kids' lives, and it's created some pain and some frustrations, and so Father's Day is a weird day. And so now here we are walking into summer, and last week I told you my pet peeve was Waze. Waze the app.
Pet peeve of the week.
Pet peeve of the week. This one is for sure everybody's pet peeve. Here's my thing. I do not understand, and as soon as I start saying this, you will know how much it frustrates me.
Yeah.
I do not understand why people ride in the fast lane going slower than the speed limit, or going slower than the cars in the right lane. I do not understand why people get in the fast lane and do not. The fast lane is not called the fast lane. It's called the passing lane, which is meant for people to pass the car that's on the right lane. I do not understand cruising in the passing lane at the speed in which is considered the limit.
Or when they sit there and they just are side by side with one another.
Side by side. Makes no sense
in a 2-lane road, and they're both going 45 on a 45 past the car.
In some sort of, place that may make sense. In Myrtle Beach, where traffic is crazy everywhere.
Yeah.
You need that person to get over.
Right.
So that you can get around them to get to or through the next traffic light. If not, you're stuck for 20 minutes getting through 12 traffic lights.
Especially before they expanded 501 in front of Carolina Forest area.
Yikes.
That was miserable.
Miserable.
Every single time.
So, if you are Pastor Joseph, the other day we were going to Clemson, and he was driving the church bus, and he was just cruising in the fast lane. And I'm like, "What are you doing, bro? Get over." People passing them in the slow lane. Again, I know they're not called fast lane, slow lane, but that's how we view them. But get over.
Yeah.
Like when we did the thing about when pet peeves about shopping carts. It makes sense to me why at some point somebody would leave a shopping cart. Again, we talked about single mom and it's raining, or we talked about
elderly person.
Elderly people. Those sorts of things make sense to me. What would be the reason why people would leave, or why people would drive in the fast lane at a slower speed than those in the right hand?
I'm pretty sure
they're about to turn left, so they got to get over in this lane to turn left. That makes sense.
I think that's it. Their right turn signal don't work, and they can only get over left.
Not sure if that's a thing, but
I don't think it is either. But you know what?
If they're turning left at some point in the near next mile, that makes sense to me.
I give them a mile. That's generous, but for
what
sure.
Other reason could somebody just drive in the fast lane? Just cruise in the fast
lane. I don't think there's an accident in the right lane.
There's a there's something wrong with their car and they need the open road, fresh air coming up through the vents of their car.
That made literally no sense, but I'm with it. If that's what we're talking, I'm in.
It's like racing, like you got to get out of traffic so that you can get this fresh air coming through.
Sometimes you got to draft.
Right. They don't want to draft. They want to get into the fresh air.
I don't know. I think that needs to be a crime.
It is a crime.
No, but an enforced crime, not just like, don't do that. That thing needs to be enforced.
An enforced crime. I don't know that crime. It is a law. I don't know that it's a crime. I don't know the difference. What's the difference in a crime and a law? Breaking the law, is that a crime if you break the law?
Is crime generic and breaking the laws also? I think they're tit for tat, but then there's like felonies and charges and all this. I
understand felonies
and ticketing and stuff. Ticketing, it should be like going 20 over. That's what your ticket should be if you're going 10 under in the left lane. The equivalent of going 20 over.
What if you're going the speed limit in the left lane? That's frustrating too.
I can understand the speed limit if you're passing somebody on the right side.
Somebody, sure.
Outside of that, no reason.
If you're going the speed limit and going the same speed as the person in the right-hand lane, just slow down a little bit or speed up a little bit and get over.
Agree completely. I literally do not think there's a better solution than if you can look out to your right side.
Sometimes I had one of those
train horns,
hazard horns or train horns, like get out of the way, I'm sure that came through well online. So Mom was going to be on here with me. We were going to talk about marriage.
I've called her 3 times since we've been sitting.
Her phone was in her office whenever I passed by, and she wasn't in her office, so I don't know where she is. But we were going to talk about marriage, and so I think I would love to, as summer comes, maybe encourage some people inside of their relationships, inside of marriage, families, whatever it may be. Just leaving Father's Day, dads, listen up. Like, it's okay to do things with your kids that you don't want to do. It's okay to do things with your wife you don't want to do. Like, if they want to go to the beach, great. If they want to, if they want to go play putt-putt, go play with them. If they want to go, whatever it may be. If they want to watch a stupid movie that you don't want to watch it with them, spend some time with them. But also inside of the busy summer, is summer busy for most families or slower? Does it slow down for most families?
I think we're in Myrtle Beach, and just the way that our family's life was, it was always youth camp and General Assembly every 2 years, and camp meeting and stuff.
For us, it's definitely busier.
Yeah.
But for the I guess normal family, is it busier or is it less busy during the summer?
That's a question for the comments.
Is summer busier for you, or is it less busy? Hit that in a comment. Let's see this poll right here. I think it's probably busier, would be my assumption. But maybe with kids out of school, and maybe you have a job where your summer slows down, or maybe you're a teacher or whatever, and I don't know. So if it slows down, then find the time. You got the time. But if it gets busier, then even inside of your relationships, your marriage, make sure that you are carving out time to intentionally invest in your spouse. I think this is something that we don't always do well inside of our culture, and something that I have, even whenever, when I was on the youth board and I had to go do all the weeks of youth camp, or whenever I was camp meeting, and then when Maddie was working and the kids were staying home and I was having to do a lot of traveling during the summer, whenever I was home, it was very intentional, very focused on my family, my wife, and making sure that I was there. When I'm home, instead of, I'm so busy, I didn't have, I'm so exhausted from all the traveling that I don't want to come home and do laundry. When I came home, it was, okay, what can I help you around the house do? Because I know you've been, working hard around here yourself, while I've been, in her mind, taking vacations, you know? And so, anyways, I would just encourage all of you who are in this busy summer to find a way to be intentional in the time in which you spend.
Yeah.
What's your summer memory that you think of and you're like, man, I really enjoyed this whenever we did this during the summer. Obviously, youth camp.
I was about to say, I was a youth camp kid through and through. Whatever weeks we could be there were awesome. Assembly in San Antonio was fun.
That was cool.
Assembly in Orlando was one of those where we've been to Orlando for other. If it was, we know Orlando. Assembly in San Antonio was different because we had technically been in Texas, but it was in Texas for like 30 seconds when we sprinted across the airport and attempted to not get left behind. That's a different story for a different podcast, but I would say probably top summer memory. I love family vacations, even like the big family ones we took to Pigeon Forge and stuff. Those are awesome.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. My family always did like a huge trip to the mountains.
Yeah.
And got a cabin. My grandma, my aunts and uncles and everybody. And we would go get a cabin and we would go tubing and we'd go to Cades Cove and we'd go do all of these different things that tourists do in cities like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, my come in. There she is. Come on in, boo. And so for probably my favorite. Come on in. You good? Talking favorite summer memories, things that we've done this summer, things that we've enjoyed, things that maybe vacations that have stood out to us or things of that nature. So yeah, love the trips to, family trips to Pigeon Forge, things of that nature. What about you? Anything stands out? Family vacation, summertime that we did, or things that we've done around here with the kids while they were on summer vacation?
I just think all of the trips that we've taken and like made memories.
Yeah.
I don't know what you've already said or not, but like when we took them to Montana and South Dakota and North Dakota and all those fun things, or even quick trips to Disney or cruises that we get to go on, just fun things for them so that they're not being able to do stuff because of what our job entitles and things like that.
Yeah, it is one of the blessings of my job is that I get to go places, and oftentimes we'll just bring the whole family with us. The trip Caleb was talking about to San Antonio was a job trip that I just took the whole family on. The trip you're talking about in Montana, South Dakota, North Dakota was a job trip that we just took the whole family on, and it was
riding the train across North and South Dakota into Montana.
What is that
Amtrak?
called?
That's a train.
That is a train.
And I got COVID on it.
Listen, if you'd seen the train, you'd have known why she got COVID.
We didn't move out of those seats.
It was so
the
gross,
whole
though.
time.
It was so gross.
It was gross.
You were so excited about the train.
I'm so excited about the train. I will never take an Amtrak across 3 states again.
But it was really cool experience.
It was a cool experience, yeah.
And the train was behind, so every time it was supposed to be
we weren't able to get off.
It was supposed to be like 15-minute stops in all these hubs, and it was like 30-second stops.
Yeah, no stops.
Because there was a McDonald's at the hub, and I was going to sprint to it and get back. And
some of those places we'd stop in these little it looked like Andy Griffith Show type towns. These little teeny tiny towns that it looked like it came out of westerns, honestly, like TV, like old TV shows, like Bonanza and stuff.
Yeah, some were like ruddy-duddy, like broken down towns where like old westerns that if you were on a train and they like jumped off and jumped on and it was like one little like stand of old wood with a little janky flashing light. I was like, what in the world?
Yeah. And for us, like, I say this about Montana every time. I said it 2 nights ago to somebody. For me, Montana and Hawaii are the 2 most beautiful places I've ever seen. Montana, you would take pictures and then look at your phone and look back at where you just took a picture and you go, picture doesn't do it justice.
Right.
That's way more beautiful than what my phone just showed.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes when I take pictures of you.
That's sweet. It's not true, but that's sweet.
It is so true.
So hot up here.
It is hot up here. I think he just turned the AC on for us, though.
We need to get this AC fixed.
You know what my pet peeve of the week is?
How hot it is?
I've started doing this pet peeve of the week thing.
This might be my new favorite segment.
I've started doing this pet peeve of the week. You know what my pet peeve of the week is?
What?
People driving in the fast lane.
That is your son's as well. He drove me here yesterday because of my surgery. I wasn't supposed to drive for 24 hours after anesthesia. And he was one of those people that you get mad at that weave in and out of traffic to only get ahead of you like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
He did that yesterday, and I was like,
No, I didn't.
yes, you
There
did.
was a white Corolla
He
going.
said there was a red truck.
No, I was trying to get in front of the red truck. The white Corolla wasn't passing nobody in the left lane, and I was going to go around these 3 cars going nowhere, and the white Corolla's just holding up the front of the thing, or I was going to pass all of them and get over.
I'm not that guy. I'm not the guy that
But we were getting off of the exit right there, so why don't just stay where you're at?
Yeah, I'm not that guy. I am the guy that will I am in a race.
I'm not.
I'm in a race. And I learned this from my Uncle Larry. My Uncle Larry thought he was Bill Elliott, and he would
Old famous Bill from Dawsonville.
literally drive in traffic and call out race cars' names as we were passing them. So if it was like a green truck, he'd say, Bill's pulling to the inside of Harrogate and passing. And if it was a black truck, and he's got Dell on the outside of him. Bill and Dell Earnhardt going side by side here in turn 2. That's how my Uncle Larry did things. So it created this race car mentality inside of driving.
And that your son has that same mentality somehow.
Yeah, one time we were tracking Caleb on Life 360. We're very thankful for Life 360. And all of a sudden, his car had flames coming out the back of it. The little
icon.
Race car icon.
Right? It turned into a race car icon.
And it said, risky drive.
Risky drive.
Detected.
And I brought him in, and I said, risky drive one more time. And you're going to be risky driving on your own insurance.
Yes.
My
it was
God.
risky.
Understood? And he said, yes, sir.
It was very risky.
Very risky.
Like
unacceptable.
Like go to jail risky if you get pulled over.
And for Buffalo Wild Wings.
I was hungry.
That's always there. It's not leaving. And it closes
close
really late. Yeah, really late. Not really 8.
I was hungry.
Well,
unacceptable.
Risky driving. If y'all see our son risky driving, let us know.
Don't, because they'll complain about how I pull into the parking lot here because I go left on the roundabout.
One time I was driving down 31 and
go
somebody
round
texted me.
Right on the roundabout here, guys. Not left.
I was driving down 31 and somebody texted me and said, it was Mike Lowry. He texted me and he said, your son just passed me going, I don't know, like 82 miles an hour. And, it's only 65 on this road, and he went through this whole big thing. And I was like, I'll have a conversation with him. And then he said, I'm just kidding. It wasn't your son. It was you. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like me.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah. I mean, I know we all get like a little bit of a lead foot every now and then.
I set my cruise control to 75 on 31.
Yeah. For us,
he did not that
day. Right. Yeah. It wasn't I hit 80. It was like
I was chilling at 82.
It was like I'm going, and it was the whole ride of that.
Did we say how fast
it was? 82 miles an hour.
It was 84.
I might have touched 84. Cruise control was set at 82.
No possible way.
Downhill.
I have pictures of it. So summer's coming, and this is after Father's Day that we're watching this. So summer's coming. Hopefully my garage got cleaned out for Father's Day. We'll find out. I'll let you know next week. But summer's coming, and we've taken some amazing trips. Obviously we're at a place where our kids are grown or growing, and what's some advice you would give to the people watching with young kids during the summer?
Make memories.
Yeah.
Take that time. Yeah, it might cost you a day or two of work, money, or whatever, but you need to take those times to make memories, because ours are grown and we don't have much. Like, we're going on 2 trips this summer, and Caleb's not going with us.
His choice.
Right, his
Not
choice. Right. So we've made memories with him.
Because he's 20 and he doesn't have to go.
Right.
No, I don't.
Which is fine. He's staying home to watch
I
the dogs.
didn't do good last summer whenever I missed a lot of work. So I made the business.
Or his girlfriend.
She'll be fine.
You call it work, I call it your girlfriend.
No, last summer I struggled at getting stuff done on smaller time frames, and I knew it wasn't smart.
Somebody to watch the dog. Yeah. But like they're at that age. They get to that age where they don't have to go with you. You can't make them go because they're adults, and it's. We're almost done making memories with him when it comes to like going on trips and doing stuff because he is older and not wanting to hang out with parents anymore.
He's good. We talked about this last week. Our kids are really good about keeping us a part of their life and allowing us to be a part of theirs. But things do change.
Yeah.
Most 20-year-olds don't allow their parents in as much as Caleb does. So we're thankful. I mean, like last night we rode to the softball game together.
Right.
But I remember family members of mine who their 20-year-old were like, no, I'm driving and I don't want you riding with me. So
there's some like 16 and 17-year-olds that do that now. And I'm like, our kids are very good about, no, we want, me, Caleb, and Carson all rode into work together today. Like, maybe because they don't want to pay for gas in their car. And then if they leave and take my car, they get to drive my Bronco. So it's like but it's fine. Yeah, you hang out. Hang out.
We were at the house the other night, and the girls wanted to make slime. And we started talking about memories that we made with slime. And Summer memories. They were coming to the church with me. You were working at Air Mechanical at the time, and so they were coming to the church with me, and I probably spent I'm going to say $100. Probably more than that.
Probably more than that.
I bought a big plastic pool.
A baby pool.
Like the baby pool, and I bought all of the ingredients to fill that pool up with slime, and they made slime all day long and filled that pool up with slime.
Yeah.
And they still remember it today.
Right.
It was totally worth how much ever I spent to make that memory for them.
Right.
Because they still talk about it. It's a cool moment.
We had bought like a blow-up pool, too, for them one summer. And we ended up using it for baptism or something one time. I don't know.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah, my memories with my parents are amazing, and I hope our kids' memories with us are amazing. God's been good. Got a lot of incredible opportunities we've had, and even this summer we got some incredible opportunities, and our kids are gonna make some more memories this summer. So
yeah,
it's gonna be good. Make memories with your kids. Be intentional with your time.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. Love y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thank you for showing up.
Yeah. Sorry, I was setting up for something.
Thanks for hanging out, Caleb.
My pleasure. I was glad to be a fill-in.
Make sure you click here for next video. Click there for subscribe. Love you guys. God bless. Peace out. Let's go.
See ya.